So it's your first year, first time being an assistant principal, and you're wondering, oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? Hopefully your day will be filled with opportunities to get in classrooms to see teachers, because part of your work will be observations. A lot of times for assistant principals, you're dealing with a lot of discipline, and depending on your school size and structure, you might be responsible for buses and operational things, field trips, and different things. So what to prepare for? I don't know whether you can prepare for anything, but be prepared for everything, because you just don't know where the day is going to take you. I'm just going to try to capture as much as I can. Now, again, because I am in the school, I'm not taking videos or photos of kids. So a lot of what you'll see will be some recaps of either things or events that happen. And again, it's before the bell, so I am in, and I would say give yourself a good 30-minute window before students and staff are here to program your day. Make a plan. Again, discipline things might happen, parent might come in and visit, so sometimes plans get thrown off. But for the most part, if you make a plan to say, hey, I'm going to get into these 5 rooms today, that's a great way to get through. If your school doesn't have a walkthrough tool, it might be a good suggestion for your principal, or even if you develop a walkthrough tool of just some things to look for. Again, the focus should be whatever your school improvement team is working on, to make sure you're looking for those things when you're going into rooms, so that you can have data to say, hey, these are the things we said we were going to do, and yay, we're doing them. Or these are the things we said we're going to do, and hey, we're not doing them. How do we get better? So it's a whole idea of a continuous improvement model. Anyway, we're going to probably come back after we've dealt with some things, because I still have a few things to do to set my day. And I'm also going to share with you what I map out as a calendar, or some things I'd like to get done or try to get done during a typical school week. Middle school, high school, and even elementary school all kind of fall with different responsibilities for an AP. A lot of times in elementary school, if you are the only AP, you are doing a lot of operational stuff, a lot of the discipline stuff, dealing with buses, dealing with different stuff, and not getting as much into the academics. I would always encourage you to kind of be aware and be on the forefront of what's going on in your school, academics-wise and learning-wise, just so that when you are able to ascend to that principal position, you know, if that's your goal, if you are happy and chill in the AP role, that's also awesome. And I think some personalities are suited more for that than for the principal role. Having done both, I actually do like that AP role better. It's less stressful, I am going to tell you, because as a principal, with the weight of the whole school on you and every decision on you, it's stress. And if that's not your life, hey, just consider that, again, there is good to be done as an AP. It can be done. You can do it. Let me take you through a typical day. It's Friday. That's the end of a typical week. And thankfully, it's like a jean day, which sounds silly, but hey, that could be a big thing when you're plotting out your outfits for the week. And if you're the kind of person who thinks about those things, having a jean day to me is a no-brainer. And with all the things you have to think about and do, a no-brainer is always welcome. We'll be back with more. Okay, so the day rages on. It's about lunchtime, and where I thought, oh, I'm going to get all this stuff done. I had 2 planned observations to do. One of the observations was thwarted a little bit because yesterday at the end of the school day, a kid threatened to, or communicated some threats about possibly hurting other students if they came to school today. Unfortunately, the teacher just talked to the student and did not report it to admin or to our SRO. So kids go home, tell their parents, hey, somebody said that they were going to shoot up the school so not to come in, or it just gets exaggerated. It's a game of telephone, and is it what the kid actually said? We don't know, but we had to spend a good chunk of the morning investigating it. So my observation schedule of getting 2 done now is off, but I'm going to come back, rework it, see if I can still get that other observation done, make it happen. Right now, I'm on lunch duty, so I am about to grab my food, go down to the cafeteria and complete that. And I will be back for another update as we get through a day in the life of the AP. Again, a discipline matter, another issue, when those come up, you have to deal with it. Just finished a leadership team meeting, so that's also things that we have to get done. And some cool things that we are doing this year is being able to get down to focus on student and staff needs. So that's pretty cool that it's not just all dealing with discipline. So that's been really great. Anyway, that's this update. We'll see you back after lunch. It is probably about 4:39 on a Friday, which again, for middle school that dismisses at 3:20 is ghost town. But again, as an AP, there are things that you have to do that, again, don't necessarily go by everybody else's clock. For example, as AP and under that kind of operational umbrella, I am also responsible for buses. So if there are issues with the bus, discipline issues, breakdowns, accidents, anything could happen with the bus. Typically, I have to wait until all the buses are back at their respective schools. Now, we're a fairly large district with over 35 different elementary, middle, and high schools and alternative schools. So for us, we don't have a lot of TAs or even custodians that are equipped to drive buses. They're more prevalent in the elementary schools. So a lot of our buses are driven and serviced by our elementary schools. Again, depending on your level of responsibilities, you might have, and usually there will be some variance. I'm noticing with my numbers, I got anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Some days, if there are games and different things, like at the high school level, they might not have as many high schoolers because they're staying at the school for games. On the middle school level, they might not have as many middle schoolers, not as many stops, so buses might be faster or slower. And it looks like, especially for Friday, a lot of times on the middle school level, we don't have any practices or anything, but at the high school, they might have a game. So less high schoolers ride, less stops that they have to make so buses get back faster. Just a little nuances and things like that. If you come up with different tracking systems, things that are part of your job that are weekly responsibilities, you'll get to see patterns. And I think as a new AP, I wish somebody had told me to look for those patterns so that I could put systems in place and things that would help make my life easier. So that is one thing I definitely wanted to share for the new or beginning AP. Anyway, this week is all done for now, and next week is a short week. So I'm going to try to really make a conscious effort of sharing, again, a different nugget from each day next week that could benefit the up and coming AP. But for now, oh, you know what? I'm going to share with you a little motto we've been sharing with the kids, because I think, again, as a new or even current AP looking to get revitalized, a couple things might help you. To be positive, be curious, be kind, and you know what? You do all those, you'll be awesome. So thanks for watching. Take me home, 'cause I don't remember what life was like before I got to school. But you know what? I had a 3-day weekend. And should I leave my desk this messy? Probably not. Will I come in over the 3-day weekend? Probably not. But yeah, I just got to get home. You know what? Let's see how long it takes me to get out the door. We'll do a time lapse. Stay tuned for that. I'm a beautiful, brilliant, but totally idiotic genius. I thought I was taping the whole time, doing like a time lapse so that I can capture, okay, the last, 20, 30 minutes of me getting ready to leave. Work on a Friday, captured nothing. So, anyway, I am the last card. So, enjoy me trying to get all things done and leave for the day. And nothing like Friday when I was the last car in the parking lot at Troutman. I would snap what I call the Prius selfie, but I don't have the Prius anymore, so I'm not quite sure what to call this shot. This is a week's worth of coffee mug and water jugs. And yes, I am taking some things home that I need to sort through, organize, or read, which I would advise against. But do as I say, not as I did.